Welcome to Western Illinois University and your virtual orientation experience. My name is WIU Huang, and I have the privilege of serving as your president at Western Illinois University. Congratulations on becoming a member of our Leatherneck family. We know the decision you made about the college was a big one, and I want to assure you that our team is committed to your success and safety at WIU. Our outstanding academic advisors are ready to help you explore course offerings. Talented faculty are ready to mentor and guide you, and terrific staff throughout the campus will enhance your experiences outside of the classroom. Today, you'll learn about the resources, support, and opportunities we have in place to ensure your success at Western Illinois University. When you begin your Leatherneck experience, take advantage of all that we offer and get involved. You will have countless opportunities to engage with new people, join organizations, and make a positive impact, both in person and through remote activities. Whether you are new to college or new to Western, we are excited to have you join our family. We have a variety of wonderful resources to get you ready to begin your WIU experience. We are going to have a great semester, and I look forward to seeing you on campus. Have a wonderful orientation today, and we will connect with you soon.
To our new Leathernecks, welcome. I hope you're excited to begin your new journey of learning, discovery, and personal growth at the very best Midwestern University. Western Illinois University is a fantastic place for many reasons, and one of the things that brings so much energy to our institution is our great community. As you settle in, please take advantage of everything our community has to offer. Beyond the campus are beautiful parks, coffee shops, restaurants, and much more. Get acquainted with Macomb by exploring the city. Our Go West buses will get you quickly to your destination for free. You can learn more about Macomb by visiting makeitmacomb.com. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to contact me. I look forward to meeting you at our many community events, both on and off campus. Welcome to WIU and Macomb, and go Leathernecks.
Hello, and thank you for joining us. My name is Dr. Michelle Janis, and I serve as the director of our Transition and Academic Skills Center here at Western Illinois University. I am in my 15th year at WIU, and while I did not graduate from here, I am Leatherneck proud. What a pleasure it is to be with you for a few hours today. On behalf of the Leatherneck launch team and Western Illinois University, I would like to welcome you. During today's program, we will be covering a variety of topics that will help you prepare for your transition to WIU. You will learn about how to pay for college, hear important information about moving into and living on campus, find out about the various ways Western Illinois University provides a safe, secure campus environment for all of our students, learn how the Career Engagement Center can assist you in your career goals, and we'll even inform you about other opportunities available to you throughout the summer, leading into the start of your fall semester. Additionally, you'll have the opportunity to meet with your first-year advisor and connect with your Leatherneck Success Leader, an undergraduate student leader who will be your primary contact throughout your first year of school. Today's program is just one step in your transition to Western Illinois University. Now for a few housekeeping items. We are utilizing the Zoom platform, so we are able to provide you with an experience complete with video and virtual interaction. Throughout the next couple of hours, you can utilize the chat feature. If you have any questions about topics we are covering, go ahead and type them there, and remember to hit submit. We have a behind-the-scenes team with individuals from admissions, housing, student services, and financial aid to answer your questions. We also have an awesome team of student leaders who are looking forward to answering any questions you may have about what it's like at WIU, ways that you can get involved, and what Macomb is like. To aid in your success and to provide you assistance along the way, the Leatherneck Success Leaders, commonly referred to as LSLs, will serve as your primary connection to all things WIU throughout your first year. Each Leatherneck Success Leader is assigned a group of incoming students who they'll work with over the next several months. You may have small group meetings with other students or one-on-one meetings of your design. The most important thing to know is that your LSL is here to help you, our new student. I strongly encourage you to engage with them regularly while taking the time to learn from others.
Welcome, future Leathernecks. I'm Zoe, a junior nursing major. Living on campus is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and we're here to help you every step of the way.
Hi, I'm Caleb, a sophomore broadcasting major, and we're going to show you around campus, taking you through our residence halls, giving you a preview of our dining options, and preparing you for move-in. Western is a great place to be, and we encourage you to make the most of it. So let's go.
WIU has several residence hall areas throughout campus. Each area has unique building layouts with similar services, all to provide you with an unforgettable on-campus experience. WIU students have the option to live in Corbin Olson, Lincoln, Washington, Caroline Grody, and Thompson Halls. Let's go check out your home away from home. Each hall has an information desk and staff available for you. The Office of Public Safety is always on call, providing security around the clock. Your room will come with beds, dressers, closets, desks, and chairs for you and your roommate.
How you choose to customize your space is up to you, but your room is just one part of your experience at Western. Who you share it with is what's important.
You can request a specific roommate when you apply for housing or after you apply.
One of the most important things you and your roommate will need to figure out before moving in is what you're going to bring. You'll want to remember bedding. Make sure you get extra long twin sheets. Shower essentials, like a caddy and sandals, bath towels and a robe. The bathrooms are community bathrooms, so you will be sharing with the students on your floor. Power strip with surge protection for your electronics, and you will have access to washers and dryers in the residence halls, so you will not want to forget your laundry basket, detergent, and other things to keep your clothes clean. A coaxial cable, so you can connect to the cable TV network and enjoy over 90 channels, such as HBO Go. And don't forget, a microwave and mini fridge. You can rent a micro-fridge combination through the university, and it will be in your room when you get to campus. If you decide to bring your own microwave, make sure it is not more than 700 watts and that your mini fridge is 4.6 cubic feet or smaller. For an entire packing list, including what not to bring, visit our website at wiu.edu/housing.
So let's talk about getting connected. Wi-Fi is available throughout every residence hall on campus, and you can connect to the network directly with an Ethernet cord in your room. You'll be able to upload your papers from your computer and release them at any of the several locations on campus using Uprint. And once you get connected, don't forget to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't just get connected to the online network. Get connected with students on your floor. You will have a resident assistant who will be a resource for you. Your RA will have floor meetings and programs. Take advantage of these opportunities and get to know everyone, as you won't get the chance to live and build relationships with this many people at any other time. Your floor is more than a floor. It's where you will meet your friends for life, and that is what living in the halls is all about.
You can check out a virtual tour of each of our residence hall rooms and dining centers at wiu.edu/residence halls. Simply click the play button or use the arrow in the top right corner to view the tour's full screen. From there, you'll be able to virtually walk around the room. One of our favorite features of the tours is the measurement tool. Simply click on the ruler in the bottom left-hand corner, click the plus sign on the screen, and then click any 2 or more points in the room to measure anything you want. How cool is that? You'll also find out where to get your WIU swag, your bedding, and much more by clicking on the purple circles you will see throughout each tour. Now, let's talk about your ID card. It is your all-in-one card on campus. It is what you will use to get into athletic events, the campus rec, and more. You can add Rocky Dollars to your account and swipe your ID card to do laundry, grab something from the vending machines, or to pick up a hoodie from the campus bookstore. By adding Rocky Dollars to your account, you won't have to worry about carrying cash around campus. You will also use your ID card like a debit card for your meal plan. Your meal plan money will be loaded onto your account after you check in at the beginning of the semester. Your meal plan is set up as a la carte, so the items are individually priced and you pay for what you eat. For students who live off campus and don't have a meal plan, You're still welcome to eat anywhere on campus by adding money to a meal plan. You can access your meal plan and Rocky Dollars accounts, or start a meal plan on Stars. Once the money is in your account, you don't have to worry about anything else.
Now that we've talked a bit about your meal plan, let's check out where you are going to eat. Start your day off right with a variety of breakfast options. Catch a Go West bus to Thompson for a made-to-order omelet and all your favorite breakfast items.
Hungry for lunch? There are several lunch options available on campus. Stations in the Thompson and Corbin Olson dining centers change from day to day. You can enjoy fresh salad, authentic Mexican food, or create a stir fry. And there are always options at the Classics, Pizza, or Grill stations. Or meet your friends in the center of campus at the Union.
Looking for a quick grab and go before class? Stop by Dividends in Stipes Hall. If you're just hungry for a snack, there are several convenience stores on campus.
After a day of class, grab your friends and go out on the campus for dinner. One of my favorites is the West Side Noodle Company, where I can create my own Italian dishes.
My top choice is the Rocky Western Wings in Corbin Olson and Thompson. Traditional and boneless wings are served with one of their many signature sauces.
And I love Smooth Moves in Thompson, where I can build my own smoothie for breakfast or lunch. Oh, and one more thing. If you text Rocky to 82257, you'll get text messages about special events and limited time offers in the dining centers.
So, are you ready to move in? Moving into your new home at WIU will be a lot of fun, but it's important to be prepared and know what to expect. You will receive your residence hall assignment in late July. It will be available on your STARS account and will also be emailed to your WIU email address.
When you get to campus, you'll be directed to the appropriate lot. And when it is your turn, you'll be directed to pull in by the entrance and can start to unpack your things out of your car. You will then grab a number from our volunteer students called the Move-In Crew. They will be there to get you a cart and help you get your stuff to your room. Once all of your stuff is out, you'll be asked to move your vehicle to the appropriate lot. Students will check in electronically, get their key, and inspect their room. Once carts and crew are ready and your number is called, you can expect it to take about 30 to 45 minutes to move your stuff up to your room. You will receive a move-in guide in the mail in early August with important move-in information.
If you have any questions about housing or dining, there are several ways to stay connected. We hope you are excited to begin your on-campus experience at Western Illinois University.
Hi, welcome to How to Use Western Online. Western Online is an online resource for students to access information regarding their classes. So you will first go to wiu.edu and use the drop-down menu to go directly to My WIU. And in that, you will see Western Online. It's the WO. Click on there. And that will bring you to your Western Online portal. And this will show you all the classes that you are registered for the current semester. There will also be announcements from the universities and information that is pertinent to what's going on campus. So we will first enter one of the classes. And this is going to be Psych 423. And on this page, and it will look different depending on what your classes are and what the instructors put on the portal. Not all instructors use Western Online, but some do, and so the information will be different between each class. So right here, you would be on the main page, and this will be the course homepage. You can see upcoming events, anything that the professor has put as an announcement, and more importantly, you will find your syllabus. So if we go into introductions, and again, yours may look different, we'll go right into a syllabus. And a syllabus is pretty much an instructional manual of what's happening in your classes and information that your professor wants you to know about the course. So we will come out of the syllabus part and go back to course home. And again, that's where all of your upcoming events and announcements will be seen. So we'll go to assessments next. And in this drop-down menu, you'll see assignments, quizzes, other information that the professor has deemed important. And in resources, you will see a checklist that possibly will be populated, the content of the class, and frequently asked questions from the class and the course. In communications, you can chat with students that are in that class. You'll see discussion boards. You can email directly any classmates or your instructor. There'll also be an announcement and a class list of everyone who is involved in that class. And more, that'll be your grade tool. And we'll click on the grade tool and you can see exactly what grades that you will be given per assignment. And you can kind of see there's a short list there. So if we go back to Course Home, again, that's your main portal to find anything you're looking for. The series of squares is the drop-down menu of all the classes that you are taking. And you'll be able to see those. There will be announcements that pop up ever so often, and you can get the most information, the most current information there. If you click on the envelope, again, that's where instant messages will be found and emails that your instructor used to access Western Online emails. This is where these chats and discussions will be found as well. You can see that there is nothing new. This is notifications. These are things that have been updated by the instructor, grades posted, information regarding communications, and every update that you have that are recent. And then if you go directly to your name, you will see there's a profile. You can add your picture there, your portfolio, it'll tell you more information, but the most important part is the notifications. If you go here, you can see how you can download the Brightspace Pulse app, which is pretty much Western Online, but it gives you just a little more information that you can access Western Online if you don't want to go into the full internet portal. And down at the bottom here, you can tell Western Online how and what you want to be notified of. So it'll be new grades, announcements, the content, any changes that are happening within your classes, and you can select email or by text. So hopefully this will tell you exactly how to use Western Online. If you have any questions, you can always email the university or ask your professor. Thank you, and it's always a great day to be a Leatherneck.
Hello, my name is Michelle Yeager. I'm the director of the First Year Advising Center. Working with a first year advisor is a component of the First Year Experience Program. The purpose of the First Year Experience Program at Western Illinois University is to help first year students make a successful transition to college from their previous educational or life experience. The First Year Experience Program is a comprehensive program that aligns classroom activities and campus life to affect the greater impact on the learning and growth of new students through emphasizing how to live well, so that students can succeed physically, emotionally, socially, civically, and intellectually. Furthermore, the program may help students build meaningful connections with a variety of individuals from both the Western and local communities. I also oversee the Registration 101 class that all new incoming freshmen will take prior to registering for the fall semester. Each student who has signed up for today's Leatherneck launch program is enrolled in the Registration 101 course, and it can be found in Western Online. If you have not taken this course, or if you started it but have not completed it, I strongly encourage you to get this done as soon as possible. You will find your Western Online account by going to WIU's homepage and clicking on the My WIU menu. From there, click on Western Online. This will take you to your Western Online homepage, where you'll find your Registration 101 class. click on the class and start working through the course steps. You'll have questions to answer in each step. Come prepared by having your dual credit transcripts available so you can list what credit you hope to bring to Western. It should take you approximately an hour to complete the course. I recommend using a desktop, laptop, or tablet computer when working through the course. You can use a smartphone, but it's a bit more cumbersome. Once you've completed all the steps, your academic advisor will use this information to enroll you in your fall courses. It could take approximately 5 business days for your registration to be complete. The registrar's office will notify you with an email sent to your WIU email account when your class schedule is complete, or you can find it on STARS. You'll also receive an email from your academic advisor inviting you to schedule an appointment to discuss concerns and to possibly make changes. It's best to start checking your Western email account now on a regular basis so you don't miss any important announcements or information. Each student coming to Western is assigned an academic advisor. Students with 23 or less credit hours earned will work with a first-year advisor who specializes in assisting students in the college transition process. New students coming to Western with 24 or more credit hours earned will be assigned an advisor from your academic major department. Students in the Honors College will have a secondary advisor who specializes in your academic needs as they relate to the honors program. Student athletes will also have a secondary advisor who helps you meet NCAA requirements. Your academic advisors are knowledgeable on the sequence and availability of courses, on graduation requirements for your major, and on university policies and how they impact your progress. During your first year, you will meet multiple times with your advisor. During these sessions, you may discuss strategies to being a successful college student, and you'll learn how to monitor your progress in your classes. Basically, your advisor is a person in your corner who has your back. They will give you encouragement, celebrate your successes, and be your accountability partner when needed. Now it's time to meet your academic advisor or an academic advisor representative. In a minute, you will be directed to another Zoom room where your advisor is waiting to tell you more about the program and to answer any questions.
Hi, my name is Bobby Smith. I'm the Director of Financial Aid here at Western Illinois University. I've spent the better part of 12 years here at Western, first as a Financial Aid Coordinator and now as the Financial Aid Director. I'm excited to welcome you all to the Leatherneck class, and we're going to talk about financial aid. We have a lot to cover, so we're going to jump right in. First and foremost, let me just summarize what my office does. So financial aid is responsible for processing all financial aid applications. So that application is applying you for federal and state grants, federal work study, federal direct loans, and certain federal and state military programs. We provide financial literacy education on campus, and we also provide student employment support. So if you have questions about any of that, that's the office that you would come to, is the Office of Financial Aid. So when we start talking about financial aid, we need to be very clear about a couple of things. There are things that you will be billed by the school and your financial aid will cover automatically. And then there are other things that you may or may not get financial aid for, but they could be refunded to you to cover other expenses, what we call indirect cost. So let's explain that a little bit before we get too deep into the financial aid process. So direct costs are expenses billed by the school, and they generally include tuition and fees, housing, and dining. So we're going to give you a bill for those costs, and we're going to use your financial aid to cover those costs. Some indirect costs, things that we won't bill you for, but you ultimately need to go to college, is books. So books are an indirect cost. So you won't get a bill for your books here at Western, but you still need books in order to be successful in college. So you can use any excess financial aid that you receive to help purchase those books as an indirect expense, and then use that financial aid money to cover the cost of those books because you need those in order to be successful in college. So it's important to remember that individual costs are determined by the decisions that you, the student, makes. So if you decide that you're going to take 18 credit hours, your costs are going to look different than your friend or your roommate who's taking maybe 15 credit hours. So you decide how many hours you're going to take, you decide what the cost you can afford, and then we kind of fill in with your financial aid. So it's important to keep those things in mind. And if you decide you want to live in a single room or a double room, those costs are going to vary across the board. So just keep that in mind. One of the tools that we have for you to estimate your cost is an online calculator. So if you decide, I really want to take 18 hours, but I don't know if I can afford it, that WIU cost estimator is going to allow you to plug in that information and allow you to estimate what your cost would be at 18 hours versus 15 hours versus 12 hours versus a single room, a double room. So it really just lets you play up that estimation and makes making a decision better for you, so that you can have all of that information when you lock in your enrollment when you decide to attend WIU. We are the only university that locks in tuition, fees, housing, and dining for 4 continuous years when you're here at WIU. So it's important to note, though, that our students pay a per credit hour rate, and that per credit hour rate is locked in for 4 years, but your bill will not be the same for 4 years because your credit hours are going to vary. So even though full-time enrollment is defined as 12 hours, you're not going to take 12 hours every single semester. One semester you may take 12, one semester you may take 15, but you're going to pay the same per credit hour rate every year for 4 years, but your bill every year or every semester is going to look a little bit different. So just keep that in mind. We get that question a lot from new freshmen. Why is my bill different this semester than it was last semester? Why is my financial aid refund different? And it's because those costs are going to be just slightly different because it's a per credit hour rate. Okay, so after we've talked about kind of the overall definitions of direct costs, indirect costs, now we're going to talk about the actual application for financial aid, or the FAFSA. So FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. And the very first word in that acronym is free. So it is 100% free. Make sure that when you're filling out your free application for federal student aid, that you are on the free site. So there is a site called FAFSA.com, and that site is essentially the same exact information as the free application, but it was purchased by a .comer, and that .comer now will charge you $99.95 to fill out your FAFSA. So the free application is out online at studentaid.gov or you can go to FAFSA.gov, and that is 100% free. So if you get to the end of your FAFSA and they say we need a credit card, you're on the wrong site. Please leave that site and go to studentaid.gov. The FAFSA has to be completed every year for the next academic year in which you are attending college. So for our students coming in for the 2021-22 school year, you would have began filling out your FAFSA in October of 2020, and you will need to refill out that FAFSA for the next school year in October of 2021. So you're going to feel like, I just finished my FAFSA, I just got my financial aid, and now I have to do it again. That's pretty much how it works. You're really filling that out every year in anticipation for the upcoming school year. So remember, every year you fill out that FAFSA, and the tax information that you're going to use to fill out that FAFSA is always 2-year prior tax data. So when you fill out your 2021-22 FAFSA, you are using your 2019 taxes. When you fill out your 21 or 22-23 FAFSA, you're going to be using 2020 taxes. So you're always going to be using 2-year-old tax information, 2-year-old income information, but you're going to fill that FAFSA out every single year. So don't forget to do that. It's really, really important. Couple of things that I want to cover, just because we do have a lot of new students, and a lot of new students need help, and we acknowledge that and we want to help. And usually they get that help in the form of parents or college counselors that want to help them make sure they're getting everything turned in for their financial aid. But we have to protect the student's privacy. So the student is our customer, the student is our constituent, and so we have to make sure that we are protecting the student's information and only giving out information upon the student's permission. And we do that through the parent and guest account on STARS. So if you have somebody that's going to be helping you either just for the process of applying for financial aid or actually helping you financially pay your bill, you're going to definitely want to authorize them as a guest on STARS, so that if they call us or email us or stop in to see us and they want to know what's the status of this student's FAFSA or financial aid, or what's the amount that the student owes, we can give them that information because you've already authorized them to provide that information to them through that parent guest account on STARS. So you have to do that each year, and every year you would be asked to provide that disclosure to that person. You can always take it away. So if you say, I want this person to help me this year, and then you get to the point where you're like, I've got this, I don't need help, you can always remove that access on STARS, and then we look at that every time we talk to someone other than the student or other than yourself. So make sure that you're doing that. That's really important. We want to provide information. We want to help. We know financial aid is a complicated process. And so what we don't want is people to call us and then us have to say, I'm sorry, we can't give you that information, because that just frustrates everyone across the board. So when you are applying for financial aid, we talked about at the beginning that when you apply for your FAFSA, you're applying for grants, you're applying for loans, you're applying for federal work study. So federal student loans are going to be awarded to you automatically through that application for financial aid. So you don't have to accept your grants. So if you're the recipient of a Pell Grant or a federal supplemental education opportunity grant, those funds are going to be automatically dispersed to you based on your enrollment at WIU. The only form of federal aid that you have to accept is federal direct loans. So when you fill out your FAFSA, we award you the maximum federal student loans that you're eligible for. You decide how much you want to take. You can reduce, you can cancel and then reborrow. We have lots of students that they do that throughout the semester. They only need this much, and then they come back later on and say, actually, I need a little bit more. And so we just keep building those loans up to that maximum amount. And then once you reach that maximum amount, we'll let you know that, and then you would have to look at alternative means of funding if you reach that maximum federal student loan limit. But to accept those federal student loans, you need to complete a master promissory note, which that master promissory note is essentially your contract with the Department of Education that you're going to borrow these funds for educational purposes and you're going to pay them back when you graduate. And so that contract is a 10-year note, so you sign it one time, and as long as you stay enrolled at WIU continuously for those 10 years, you would then have that active promissory note on file. So every year that you fill out your FAFSA, every year that we award you federal direct loans, unless you cancel those, we would then disperse those because we have that active promissory note on file. So if the first year you need loans, but the second year you score a massive scholarship and you don't need the loans, just remember you have to cancel those loans. Otherwise, you're going to get those funds. Those are going to most likely be refunded to you, and you're going to pay interest on that refund because interest starts accruing from the date of disbursement on federal direct loans. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you're checking your award letter every year. Make sure you're looking at what you need to cover your direct cost. And then if you don't need those loans, make sure you're canceling those, and that can be done on STARS. The other thing you would be required to do is as a new borrower, so if it's the first time that you're taking out federal direct loans, you would be required to fill out entrance counseling, which basically is your rights and responsibilities as a borrower. So it goes through and it talks about how you will repay your loans. It talks about how much should I borrow? What is kind of the benchmark for students who graduate from WIU and the amount of loan debt they have? And so a good rule of thumb is you should take your salary for the job that you're planning on getting after you graduate, and whatever that annual salary is, you shouldn't borrow more in federal loans, or any loans for that matter, than that first year annual salary. So for example, let's say that you're going to become a teacher and that annual salary is $45,000. You should graduate with a teacher degree or a teacher program. You should graduate with less than $45,000 in student loan debt. If you're going to an institution that requires you to take on more debt than that first year's annual salary, you might want to rethink the institution that you're attending, but you also might want to rethink your program of study. So that's just kind of a rule of thumb we like to encourage students to follow. So we've covered basically the bulk of financial aid and how you apply for it, how it kind of is awarded to you. Now we're going to segue into billing and receivables. So billing and receivables is a separate office from financial aid. We are both located in Sherman Hall. Financial aid is Sherman Hall 127. Billing and receivables is Sherman Hall 106. So we're two separate offices, but we work very closely together because we take the financial aid that a student is awarded and we essentially pass that to billing and receivables to pay your bill. So we will do that automatically. So I mentioned you don't have to accept your federal Pell Grant. You don't have to accept your federal Supplemental Education Opportunity Grant. Those will automatically pass to billing once we see enrollment and once we reach the point where we're ready to start doing that. So that's our connection with your bill, right? So we take the financial aid that you are awarded and we pass that on to billing and we apply that to your charges. It's really important to be aware that the student is legally responsible for all charges. So unlike maybe your cell phone or your insurance or something that your parents have provided for you, that's in their name. So they're the recipient of your cell phone contract, and they're going to pay that cell phone bill for you because it's in their name. This is in your name. So as the person who is going to be attending college, the bill is in your name, the charges are your responsibility. Now, if you're fortunate enough to have someone willing or able to cover those charges for you, you have to share that information with them. So when you get a bill, and we'll talk about the bill in just a moment, but when you get a bill, you are the only one getting that bill unless you set up via STARS another recipient. So if your parents are going to be paying the bill for you, or grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, whoever, you need to set them up to get notification that you have a bill every month. And if you don't do that, and then you don't tell them you have a bill, you're going to get a finance charge at the end of every month. And your parents are going to be like, why am I paying extra for this bill? Why didn't you tell me you had it? And then they're going to have to pay more money because you didn't let them know that you had that bill. So just keep that in mind. It's really important to share that information with the people that are paying your account for you. So billing and receivables has a lot of different ways in which you can cover your bill. So if financial aid doesn't cover the entirety of your bill, say you have, an out-of-pocket of $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever that amount may be, there's a lot of ways that you can cover that out-of-pocket. And one of those ways is our automated payment plan. So this payment plan is structured and you set it up through STARS. It's a contract that you fill out and agree to make monthly payments for the extent of the contract with billing and receivables. So you take the amount that you would owe WIU and you set that up on so many equal payments. So for example, if you do a 6-month payment, you would have 6 equal payments over the course of that contract to ultimately pay off your balance by the end of that contract. So at the beginning of every month, the 5th of the month specifically, they're going to pull out that money from your bank account or from a credit card or however you've set that up on STARS, along with a $2 processing fee. So for example, let's say you owed $1,000 and you're going to do a 5-month payment plan. You would set that up, you would divide the $1,000 into 5 equal payments, and at the 5th of every month, they would pull out what you've designated. But let's say that you don't want to pay the whole $1,000 in that automated payment plan. Let's say you know you're going to get a scholarship for $500 of that, and you just want to set up the payment plan for the balance or what's left over after that scholarship. You can do that as well. So you set that rate, you set that monthly payment, and you are the one that gets to adjust or change that payment as long as you do it by the 2nd of every month before they actually pull that payment down. So again, some people will say, well, how do I know how much I owe if the bill doesn't come out till August and I get my award letter in, let's say, January? It's an estimate. How do I know how much I'm going to owe bill, WIU, if I don't have a bill until August? And that's where that WIU cost estimator comes in. So you go in and you use that cost estimator to estimate your cost. You subtract it from your financial aid, and that's going to give you a very good estimate of what you would still owe the university after your financial aid's been applied. And then you can set up your monthly payment according to that out-of-pocket cost. So you can set it up for 6 monthly payments, 5 monthly payments, 4 monthly payments, and 3 monthly payments. So obviously, the earlier you set that up, the less amount you're going to pay each month because you've got more time to pay that over that 6 months versus just 3 months. All bills are due on the 28th of each month. So if you don't have those paid or you don't have a payment plan set up that's going to pay the total balance due by the 28th of each month, you will be assessed a 1% finance charge. So if you set up a payment plan and you have set it up to cover the final the final cost. So again, we'll go back to that $1,000. You set up your monthly payment to pay that $1,000 over the course of 6 monthly payments. You would not be assessed a finance charge. But let's say that you only set up your payment plan for $500 because you're anticipating a scholarship for the other $500. If that scholarship doesn't come in and apply by the 28th of the month, you would get a finance charge on the balance remaining, which would be that $500. So you want to make sure that if you're getting those scholarship funds, they're getting those to the school, they're being applied to your bill, and then your payment plan is going to reflect that so that way you don't get those finance charges. Each month that you have a bill, you would get notification from billing and receivables via email. So if you have a bill, so let's say from the 28th, you get the finance charge, you have a bill for, let's say, September, you're going to get a notification from billing that you have a bill that is due. If you don't get an email from billing, that means you don't have a bill. So they're not going to send you a notification saying you have a 0 balance. They're only going to send you a notification if you have a balance that is due to the university. It's really important not to ignore those notifications. If you think, well, I'm not going to take care of that because I think I have financial aid or I have a scholarship or someone else is going to take care of that for me, and you ignore that notification, you're going to get that finance charge every month. And if finally after the 4th month you're getting that notification, you decide, I probably should call someone, I probably should check to see why I'm still getting this bill, you can't waive those finance charges unless there's a reason why you didn't get that bill covered. And so that's usually like extreme circumstances. So you want to definitely make sure you're calling, checking in. If you don't think you should have a bill, call us, call billing, say, I don't think I should have a bill. What am I missing? And one of the top reasons we see students miss out on those funds is back to what we talked about, that student loans have to be accepted. So we're going to put those student loans on your award offer. We're going to estimate your out of pocket, but you have to accept those. So if you have a balance and you didn't think you should have a balance because your award offer showed a 0 out of pocket, it's because you haven't accepted those loans and those loan funds haven't been applied to your billing account. So just really, it's important that if you get that notice, you follow up with us, you follow up with billing, so that way we avoid any additional charges. Payment is required in advance to register for the next semester. So the bill is due the 28th of each month. If it's not paid, you will be assessed that finance charge. But in order to register for the next semester, so if you're registering for the spring semester or the following fall semester, your bill has to be paid below $500. So if you have made all of your payments through the payment plan and you are on schedule to pay your balance off by the end of that payment plan, you will not have any holds or restrictions to registering for the next semester. But if your payment plan is not going to cover that balance, you need to make sure that you've got payment in place to get that balance below 500. Otherwise, there will be a hold preventing you from registering for the next semester. And then payment is required in full in order to obtain transcripts or to get your diploma. So you do have to have a zero balance in order to get those transcripts or to graduate. So just to kind of summarize everything, I've covered a lot of information, but if you take nothing away from this presentation, just remember these things. You need to file your free FAFSA at studentaid.gov every year. Again, it's free, so make sure that you're on the right site, studentaid.gov. You want to file it as soon as possible, beginning October 1, the year before you would need those funds. So just make sure every year you're sitting down, you're filing that FAFSA in anticipation of the next school year. So that is the number one takeaway from this presentation. FAFSA equals financial aid application. Make sure that you're getting that filed. Make sure that you're activating and monitoring your WIU accounts. Make sure that you're setting up your STARS account. And if you have somebody that's willing to help you with financial aid, make sure that you're authorizing them as a guest on STARS. So if they call us, we can give them the information that they need to make you successful here at WIU. WIU processes your financial aid based on estimated circumstances like enrollment, housing, things like that. So if you decide that you're not going to be a full-time student, let's say you decide, you know what, I'm going to start out kind of slow. I'm only going to take 6 credit hours because I'm working full-time, or I have something going on in my life where I don't want to be a full-time student, but I definitely want to go to college, but I'm just going to kind of start out slow. If you have those changes, let us know early, because that does affect your financial aid eligibility. And if we can modify that early on, it's going to avoid any problems in the long term. So if we give you financial aid based on full-time enrollment and then you're only going to be in 6 hours, we're going to ask for that money back, and you're going to have to pay that back to us. And a lot of times our students get that money and they go buy books, or they go pay their housing deposits, or they buy something significant for themselves or their family members, and then we have to ask for that money back. They don't have it, and then they can't register for the next semester because they have that balance greater than $500. So it's really important to communicate with us your plans, your thoughts. You can also just call us and say, what will happen if I do this? If I only take 6 hours, how will my financial aid be affected? So just let us know that stuff. And then if you've had any kind of extenuating circumstance where perhaps your family or yourself or your parents have lost their job or had a loss of income as a result of layoffs or company closing down, or anything that relates to that, remember, when you file your FAFSA, you're using 2-year-old income. So a lot can happen in 2 years. So if you've got anything that would affect your financial aid eligibility, contact us. We have appeals in place. We have procedures in place that will allow us to re-review your financial aid based on current information. And so that's going to look a little bit different than what happened to you or your family 2 years ago. So really the communication is key. Part is critical in this. We want you to be successful. We want to help you. We are here to help you, and we hope that you are successful here at WIU. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you all at WIU in the near future.
Hi guys, welcome to Western. My name is Daria Levchenko and I am a junior political science major here at Western. I'm originally from San Diego, California, and freshman year when I came in, I got jumped into getting involved right away. In my University 100 class, my peer mentor and facilitator instructor got me plugged into different organizations on campus, and that's how I got involved. So I started off with the Student Government Association, where I became the Director of Student Services. And through the years, I've now become the president I also got involved with the homecoming committee, where now I serve as the co-director and have been for the last 3 years. And so I've loved being able to get involved in building connections on campus. It's really helped me grow. I've made some of my best friends in all of the organizations that I've been in and been able to really develop leadership skills. I've stayed involved throughout all this time because I've loved being able to grow. It's a great thing to put on my resume, and so that's why I've stayed involved. It's also given me a lot of different opportunities and experiences, as I've had to be able to lead meetings and network with people on campus and go to different conferences and such, so I'm really truly grateful for that. If you want to check out organizations, I recommend going on Purple Post. You can see all of the organizations that we have on there, the events on there, the members are all listed on there, so I would really recommend going on there to check out the organizations on campus. And lastly, I just want to tell you a piece of advice that if I could go back and tell my freshman self, I would have told myself this. Reach out to your professors and staff on campus. They are here and they want you to succeed. So don't be afraid to reach out to them. Everyone's here for you and to help you be a successful student. Thank you.
So my name is Zachary Forster. I'm a junior here at Western. My involvement, I'm a faculty attendant at the Student Recreation Center. How it's helped me being involved is I meet plenty of new people, whether they be people I work with, people at the rec. Everyone's really, really nice whenever they come up to me and talk to me. People I work with, great people. If I never got involved, I wouldn't have ever met these people. Really awesome. Again, job experience, working at the rec, it's great for the resume. It's great to show that you've worked with the university where you've gone to school and you've been involved. It's really great for once you get out of school. And if I could give advice to any new incoming students, always get involved right off the bat as early as you can, as soon as you get onto campus. Just get involved, try everything out of your comfort zone, try things in your comfort zone, and just get out there and get involved.
My name is Sharice Eskridge, and I'm a junior here at Western Illinois University. I got involved on campus because I was looking for a way to connect with my peers here and also connect with the university. Being involved on campus has helped me get to know so many people. It has really helped with making connections with others and learning new things. There are numerous ways for students to get involved on campus, such as different organizations, on-campus jobs, and even just attending different campus events. You can always log on to Purple Post that can be located on the WIU website, where you can find out about the different events that are happening here on campus, and even virtual events too. So my advice to you is to take advantage of the Purple Post. Get involved on campus and join organizations. Making sure that you are actually engaging in campus life can make a positive impact on your college experience.
My name is Allison Glover. I am a student worker at the Student Development and Success Center, a resident assistant, and I have served as an orientation leader in the past. I am currently a senior majoring in accounting and finance, and next year I will be getting my master's in accountancy. When you come to campus this fall, you will find me in Memorial Hall. I am going to spend a little time talking today about some of the safety, security, and support resources we have here on campus. Coming to college can be scary as you enter a new environment away from your current support network. My goal over the next few minutes will be to highlight some of the resources and support we have here on campus and in Macomb focused on your safety and security. First of all, we know you may have some questions revolving around your safety as it relates to COVID-19. Western Illinois University is committed to creating a campus environment focused on your academic success and health. We plan to welcome you to campus this fall with some adjustments to ensure proper social distancing as well as safety measures to limit exposure and person-to-person contact. While we still plan to have engaging events throughout the fall, staff are adjusting plans for welcome activities and experiences to ensure you still meet and are able to interact with fellow Leathernecks throughout events, recognizing social distancing. As you will learn about later on today, getting involved and connected to your campus is vital to your first year experience. We will work to ensure you can be engaged and involved while still maintaining proper safety procedures. WIU will continue to work closely with state and local health agencies to ensure best practices are followed as we welcome you to campus this fall. We will continually update wiu.edu/coronavirus with more information as well. When you get to campus this fall, know we have a number of campus safety resources for you to utilize. You will learn more about these in greater detail throughout the summer, but we wanted to highlight some of the popular services WIU offers. I first want to highlight Western Illinois University's Office of Public Safety, or OPS. While I share some about OPS, now is a great time to add OPS to your contacts in your phone. Add WIU OPS to your contacts if you have your phone handy. The number is 309-298-1949. Again, that is 309-298-1949. The Office of Public Safety is composed of sworn officers whose primary area to support WIU's campus. You will see OPS officers throughout campus and get to know them. Stop, say hello, join in on a Coffee with a Cop program, and get to know everyone who works with OPS. We have an amazing team of officers who are engaged throughout campus and here to help ensure your safety. If you are walking on campus later in the evening, perhaps from a study group or the library, and have any concerns, Western Student Patrol members and officers from the Office of Public Safety, or OPS, are available to provide escorts on campus year-round. Escorts can be reached by calling OPS. Western Illinois University is committed to providing a safe and secure environment for students, faculty, staff, and visitors. Western engages in numerous activities supporting this goal, including comprehensive training for police and disaster and emergency preparedness planning. To enhance Western's emergency preparedness, the university implemented an emergency communications system. The WIU Emergency Alert System, WEAS, builds on current methods of information distribution and communication and enhances Western's ability to quickly and reliably communicate with students, staff, and faculty in the event of an emergency. The university will only activate the system for emergency purposes. In an emergency, WEAS allows university officials to contact the entire campus community via voice, text, and email messages. Your contact information and stars will be utilized for emergency alerts. You can update your information at any time by going to stars. Another great resource is Western Emergency Medical Services, or WEMS. Western EMS is an Illinois licensed basic life support service. The primary coverage area is the WIU campus and surrounding areas. Western EMS is a free service. There is no charge to the patient or our crews to respond and evaluate a patient or to provide medical treatment. Western EMS is a registered student organization with the Office of Student Activities. Western EMS works closely with the Office of Public Safety through its advisors. If you are interested in joining, we can get you connected this fall. There are 49 blue light emergency call boxes installed across the Western Illinois University campus. Over the years, these call boxes have been upgraded to include American with Disabilities Act, ADA, compliance features, highly visible reflective markings, and a flashing strobe light when the system is activated. The systems are identified by two blue lights which are placed on top of poles with red and blue boxes attached. Anyone may notify police officials at any time of the day or night, 365 days of the year, by pushing a button on the box. The call automatically goes to the OPS dispatch, which then sends an officer immediately to that location. In addition, when a person presses the button, they can remain in direct verbal contact with the telecommunicator until police arrive. During your time here on campus, know that you are never alone, and WIU offers multiple layers of support. In addition to your resident assistant, if you live on campus, University Housing and Dining has multiple bachelor's and master's level professionals on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to assist. Additionally, WIU is home to the Office of Public Safety, as was mentioned previously, and Macomb is also home to the Macomb Police Department, the McDonough County Sheriff's Office, and the Illinois State Police District 14 office. As I mentioned, there are always many layers and levels of support here on campus, and assistance is often just moments away. WIU has many offices and departments focused on your success both inside and outside of the classroom. Later on in today's program, we will highlight how you will engage with these resources and learn more throughout the summer. We wanted to take a brief moment to highlight just a few offices whose focus directly on health and safety here at Western Illinois University. The Student Development and Success Center focuses on providing students with the resources to overcome educational challenges. The Student Development and Success Center encompasses disability resources, health education, and student development. Staff in the Student Development and Success Center are focused on assisting students in a myriad of ways, including military activations, Leatherneck care referrals, emergency and crisis follow-up, and student advocacy. Disability resources found in the Student Development and Success Center include exam accommodations, note-taking assistance, peer mentoring, and much more. Health education programming provides one-on-one consultations, alcohol and other drugs programming, and nutrition and sexual wellness programs. Located in Memorial Hall, the Student Development and Success Center offers an array of resources and dedicated staff ready to assist. Be sure to check out wiu.edu/SDSC to learn more about the Student Development and Success Center. The University Counseling Center, UCC, provides free personal counseling services to currently enrolled Western Illinois University students, as well as psychological and learning problems assessments. Throughout the academic year, the UCC offers the WIU community a wide array of educational programs, such as sexual assault prevention, healthy relationships, relaxation, and other topics. The UCC is accredited by the International Association of Counseling Services, IACS. The counselors hold master's or doctoral degrees and are certified or licensed in counseling or psychology. The University Counseling Center is also located on the first floor of Memorial Hall. You can learn more about the University Counseling Center at wiu.edu/UCC. Another great resource is the WIU Health Center. WIU Health Center is a student's doctor's office away from home, a one-stop shop with doctors, nurses, lab, x-ray, and pharmacy. WIU Health Center is an accredited full-service medical clinic offering quality outpatient health care and student health insurance to registered Western Illinois University students. At WIU Health Center, students' individual needs are attended to in a confidential and caring manner. If a student has WIU insurance, everything is covered 100%. If not, you can still be seen at the health center and work with your insurance company. Speaking of insurance, you can learn more on WIU's Health Center's website. The insurance waiver section will be open after June 1st, 2021, and you are only able to log into the system if you have enrolled in WIU classes. Please wait 48 hours after you enroll in classes to attempt the login process. The deadline for the fall 2021 waiver is September 3rd, 2021. Waivers must be filed each academic year. Now would be a great time to remind you that immunization records are due by August 1st. You may contact your high school or doctor's office and have these faxed to 309-298-2188 or scan to WIU Health Center at wiu.edu. The last item I want to highlight today is our Leatherneck care referral program. Western Illinois University is committed to the emotional and physical well-being of all students, as well as their academic success. The Leatherneck Care Referral Program offers an easy-to-use tool to share non-emergency related concerns and student behaviors and potential barriers to success. Staff from the Student Development and Success Center lead the coordination of the Leatherneck Care Referral Program and are trained to assist. Any individual connected with the Western Illinois University community is welcome to submit a Leatherneck Care Referral. Upon submission, the referrer will receive an email receipt confirming the referral, which indicates staff will activate and coordinate response to support the student or students involved. Care referrals are a great way for parents, families, or loved ones to give WIU staff insight on struggles a student may be facing. The team in the Student Development and Success Center will coordinate dedicated outreach and support as much as possible. There are many offices and people dedicated to supporting your time here at WIU. These are just a few examples we wanted to highlight today. You will learn much more over the coming weeks about the many areas of support ready to assist you.
Hello, we hope you're having a wonderful Leatherneck launch experience as you get ready to attend Western Illinois University. My name is Audrey Adamson, and I'm the Director for the Center for Career Preparation and Employer Engagement.
And I'm Mandy McCraven, a Career Coordinator at WIU.
The Career Center at WIU is here to provide career-related support and resources for all Western students, help connect you to meaningful experiences while you are in school, and prepare you for a successful career after graduation.
Need a resume for a job application or a class assignment? The Career Center team is ready to assist you in building your resume. Previous work experience, activities, or volunteering, we can help you tell your story.
Deciding your major? We also guide students as you determine possible academic programs that are a fit for your skills and interests. We can also help navigate job searching and interviewing. As a student, you can meet one-on-one, in person or virtually, with Career Center staff, or attend outreach programs on campus and in classrooms.
Want to work on campus? All student positions are posted on Handshake, our one-stop shop for jobs, resources, and career events, including the multiple career fairs we host each year. To make sure you don't miss any opportunities, it is important to sign in to your Handshake account with your e-com username and password, which is the same as your email login. Your Handshake account will be available on August 1st.
You can find the Handshake link on the Career Center webpage at wiu.edu/careers or download the app. We will be hosting several virtual Handshake how-to sessions in August to get you started. Check out the WIU calendar for dates and times.
When you're on campus, we hope you can find your way to the Career Center. We are located in the lower level of Memorial Hall on the Macomb campus and in QC Complex C in the Quad Cities as well. We also have many resources and services available virtually.
Thanks for joining us, and welcome to Western.
Hello, welcome to Western Illinois University. My name is Noé Jurado, and I am one of the graduate assistants at the Multicultural Center, or the MCC for short. In this video, we want to share information about what the Multicultural Center is and how it serves its students at Western Illinois University. We invited the Multicultural Center ambassadors to share their personal experiences with the center, the impact it has made in their lives, and how it has helped them become the individuals that they are today. To start the conversation, I will ask, what do they wish they knew more about when they first came to Western Illinois University? Followed up by that, we will hear from the third and fourth year students' experiences. And to conclude, you will hear from the first and second year students. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found this video useful. Most importantly, we hope to see you visit us at the MCC. We're looking forward to meeting you.
I can definitely fill in some information and give you more information on the Multicultural Center. So to start off, the Multicultural Center is located on Murray Street, right in front of our University Union. There are 4 cultural centers in the Multicultural Center. You don't have to identify with any of the centers to come to the Multicultural Center. We have the LGBTQA+ Resource Center, the Casa Latina Cultural Center, which is the Latinx Heritage Center, the Women's Center, and the Gwendolyn Brooks Cultural Center, which is named after Gwendolyn Brooks, who was the first African American to win a Pulitzer Prize. That is the African American Heritage Center. They have multiple clubs and organizations within each different center, and you can be part of any of them without identifying with that specific center.
Coming into Western as a freshman, I knew the most important thing for me was finding a place to feel grounded. I wanted to find a place where I felt authentically myself and comfortable. And I wish I knew more about the MCC because I didn't know what was really offered there, how I could get involved, how I could feel a part of the Western. And I feel like if I knew the Multicultural Center was a place where I could feel welcome, and I think it would really help me become a part of Western and be happy in my place. I feel like if I knew more about MCC when I came in and about what they offered and the places I could go, that would have really helped me out in my freshman year.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Israel Alberto. I'm currently a senior here at Western Illinois University, and my journey at the Multicultural Center started my freshman year. For me, the Multicultural Center was more than just another building on campus. It was a home away from home. I began getting involved with organizations such as Cultural Expression, departments such as Casa Latina, and the rest of the departments that we had offered there. Now, a lot of the times, it was more than just somewhere for me to hang out at. It was somewhere for me to get involved at and, build connections and friendships that lived outside of the Multicultural Center.
As a transfer and first-generation college student, I knew so little about college, let alone the campus. The Multicultural Center gave me the opportunity to get to know a lot of different organizations on campus and get out of my comfort zone. The first event I attended was the poetry club called Cultural Expressions. And from there, I became a member of Student Government Association, later becoming a resident assistant. I began to attend events like Salon Talks with National Association of Colored Women's Club, later becoming a Fed. I am now a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So I would like to say I have definitely expanded my horizons and grew a major network in different settings on campus. My involvement has shaped my college experience and opened a number of doors, including my internship.
Me coming into Western as a freshman, I didn't know about the Multicultural Center. I went to the activities fair, found the Mixed Martial Arts Club, joined that, and once I joined my fraternity and saw how many people went to the Multicultural Center and how it helped them, I started to go. I joined different organizations like the Black Student Association, Tradicion Dance Team, which is housed under the Casa Latina Cultural Center. I was part of LASO. I was helping out with different committees for different events like Take Back the Night, which is a walk against domestic violence, sexual assault, rape, and making sure that communities know that that's not allowed on our campuses. Everybody there being professionals that work there, graduate assistants, ambassadors, interns, all are there to help you network, to help you find your place on campus, and help you get involved and grounded here at Western.
The Multicultural Center gave me the opportunity to get involved on campus, to make connections, to get my name out there, and to become a part of the campus instead of just returning back to my dorm after classes. It gave me the opportunity to engage in events and engage in conversations and make friends outside and actually make sure that my time was spent creating an experience that, it lasts a lifetime.
We've provided you with a lot of important information that we believe addresses many of your initial questions. However, we know that throughout the summer, you'll likely have other questions or need a reminder about how to do something or where to find answers. Throughout the summer, you will have the opportunity to join various live sessions we have scheduled in mid-June and July. These live sessions will last no more than an hour and will be hosted via Zoom. All topics are scheduled more than once, and you can participate in as many individual sessions as you'd like. Some topic areas include student engagement and involvement, ROTC, the Honors College, University Counseling Center, and many more. Each college will also host their own Zoom sessions so you can learn more about their respective department majors and minors. Please visit the wiu.edu/orientation website for a full session schedule. Both you and your family are welcome to attend any of these sessions. During live sessions, you will have the opportunity to ask questions about the topic and get answers from knowledgeable faculty and staff. In addition to the live sessions, we also have an interactive online course module hosted in Western Online, our institutional learning management system. You will access Rocky's online orientation using your eCom username and password. Once you select the course, you'll be able to navigate through a variety of institutional resources from various offices and departments. You'll even have the opportunity to test your knowledge by participating in area quizzes, and by doing so, will be eligible to win various campus prizes. Rocky's online orientation is available 24/7, 7 days a week, so check it out when it's most convenient for you. Both the live sessions and Rocky's online orientation will guide you toward Fall Leatherneck Launch, a series of events and programs scheduled to take place after you move into the residence halls and during the first 6 to 8 weeks of school. Leatherneck Launch will provide you opportunities to engage in a socially responsible manner with other students. Virtual as well as physical events are currently being planned. More information will be announced on the wiu.edu/orientation website later this summer. As we near the end of our time together, just a few reminders. If you have not registered for classes, go to your Western Online account and complete the Registration 101 course. Don't forget to sign up for housing. You can do this online at wiu.edu/apply-for-housing, the number 4. Once you've registered for classes, don't forget to visit wiu.edu/myid to upload a custom photo for your student ID card. You will be able to upload your photo 24 hours after registering for classes. Your ID is extremely important here while you are at WIU. Your card provides you access to athletic events, numerous campus events, entry into the Campus Recreation Center, access to your campus meal plan and Rocky Dollars, and provides you the ability to check out books at the Mall Pass Library. All the information you need is again found at wiu.edu/myid. Remember to visit Rocky's online orientation and check out the schedule for various live orientation sessions. You should anticipate hearing from your Leatherneck Success Leader throughout the summer. But remember, you can contact them as often as you'd like. As previously mentioned, these students are here for you. Ask them anything and they'll likely know the answer. And if not, they'll find it out and respond back to you in a timely manner. And finally, be on the lookout for a follow-up email to your WIU account with additional institutional resources and a list of office or websites contact information for further questions. Thank you again for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed today's event and look forward to welcoming you to Western Illinois University.